What is up, guys? Thaddeus here, and I do not have the R8 today. I got a loaner car, an A7 from the dealership, but that R8 is in for an oil change. Could you bet your ass I'm driving that thing like a motherfucker? Okay, but this video, we are talking about the 3 things that I did in the beginning when I was first starting dropshipping that like literally were the reasons I was making over 2,000 a day in sales and volume for my first store, okay? And these 3 things I think are extremely important, and you should be doing them, all right? So I'm gonna hop back in my car. Don't know where I am. I've just been driving it because like I love driving, and this car's nice too. And yeah, I'm gonna hop back in the car and start talking there because there's some weird people that have been driving by and giving me looks. So I'm gonna hop in and let's just get this started, all right? One thing I did want to mention, guys, before I get into all this stuff, the Chicago and New York meetups were like, they went freaking amazingly well. There's over 150 people that showed up to the New York meetup. There is a meetup in there is a meetup in Vegas and LA. There's like a meetup on the 2nd in LA evening, and there's a meetup the 3rd in Vegas, right? And we have a mastermind going down in Vegas, guys. It's a 2-day mastermind. We rented out this fat mansion. There's like 17 beds or something like that, and we're allowing you guys to like we're allowing 25 people to actually spend the night with us and like literally just grind mastermind, help you guys make money during the day, or like the first day or something like that. We have, I think, over 100 people or 100 spots available for people just to come through to mastermind. We like drop some knowledge and shit like that, and there's someone watching me right now, so I'm gonna drop the camera. We have 100 spots available for you guys to come through the first day of the mastermind, and then there's 25 for the people that want to actually spend the night. And guys, we're gonna be pulling an all-nighter, okay? We're gonna help you guys make money. We're gonna help everyone make money and drop some value, okay? I hope you guys are ready for that. Link is in the description, very first link. It's above the course. By the way, the course is selling like hotcakes, and price is going up on that. I think it actually might have already gone up, but there is a discount for you guys, as always, because I love you guys. Always plug. Both the links are in the description, guys. I hope you guys can make it out to the Vegas event, because that's something I'm really looking forward to. There's another car driving by. Yeah, I hope you guys can make it out to the event. The other ones were like really successful. I know like a lot of you guys were at the event, knew about my YouTube channel, and were screaming like always plug and stuff when I was talking. But if you guys were there, like leave a comment, like leave like your experience, I guess, of the whole event down below, so other people can like look at that. So it's not just me saying how good it was, because I mean, like, the whole reason it was good was because you guys were there and asking questions, all that kind of stuff. So leave a comment down below if you were there, or if you want to come to the Vegas one, or LA. LA is just a free like meetup. We're just here, like, it's like a meet and greet. But the Vegas one, we do have tickets for. It's literally a mastermind. We're gonna grind and show you guys how to make money and sales and marketing, e-com. Like, I'm the dropshipping guy that'll be there. That's that, guys. Let's get into the video, okay? So first things first. First of the 3 things. Your Shopify trial, right? What does that mean? Essentially, Shopify trial is 14 days, right? You have 14 days to make a profitable website. Okay, that's like your countdown, guys, because I was dirt broke, right? So you gotta bootstrap. And again, this is why I say it's good to be broke, because it forces you to not cut corners, if that makes sense, right? If you had $1,000 to blow, you wouldn't be stressing about, you know, Shopify's $29, 27, whatever. Like, you wouldn't be stressing about Shopify's monthly payment plan, right? After 14 days. But if you're broke, that 14 days is very crucial, okay? That means you have 14 days to make a profitable website. Now, what does that mean? It means that some of you guys messed up and started your Shopify trial before you did any initial research on the marketing or on the products you wanted to, you know, import and sell, right? So what I tell people is, if you've already started your site, this is what I tell people: you stop it, you start a new trial, but not yet, okay? But you first want to do marketing and like research on the market, right? You want to have an idea of the products you want to sell. You want to have you want to like find competitors, find influencers, all that stuff before you start your trial, right? Because your Shopify trial, that has nothing to do with the whole marketing aspect of it, okay? At least not yet, all right? So before you start your trial, and before that deadline starts, before Shopify takes money out of your bank account, you want to do research, right? There's no point starting your trial and then having to do research while that trial is on, because when that trial is on, you should be focusing on your website and making that perfect, so that when you send traffic to your site, they're not bouncing, they're not, you know, converting weekly because your site, you didn't spend as much time as you could have, right? And those 14 days, like, yeah, you can pay Shopify afterwards, even if you're not ready to go live, but there's no point in that, guys, especially if you're broke. You want to be making money the day you go live, right? So that's rule number 1, okay? You might have started your Shopify trial like before you've done any research, right? And that's what a lot of people I've found have done that, and they're running out of time, they start paying, and they're not ready yet. They're not making any money yet, and they're already paying Shopify, right? There's no need for that, okay? So if you are at that point, or if you're like somewhere in your trial or something like that, and you don't feel ready, or you aren't ready yet, and you know you're not ready yet, then what I consider is restarting the trial, okay? Link in the description for the trial, by the way. And you do market research first, okay? Figure out your influencers, figure out your competitors, figure out what products you want to sell. Again, if you think of a product you're going to sell, you need to make sure the market it's telling you is going to sell, okay? What does that mean? It means you can find competitors selling the same or similar products, okay? If you can't find competitors, I would stay away from that niche, because dropshipping is the easiest industry to get into. So If they're not there, there might not be money there, okay? So that is rule number one, or reason number one, okay? Reason number two, or I said two, okay? Reason number two, you need to know what your funnel is going to look like, okay, before you launch, okay? There's no point in sending traffic if you have no idea what the traffic is gonna do, how it's going to proceed to purchase, all that kind of stuff. And so if you don't know what your funnel is gonna look like, you're not gonna generate as much volume or sales or anything as you'd hope, right? As you'd want. And so what my funnel typically looks like, right? Again, people do it many different ways, but what I found works for all my sites and what I teach you in the course, always plugging in the description, is Instagram, okay? I start off with Instagram. You can start off with paid ads, all that kind of stuff. I don't usually advocate for that, and this is why. So I use Instagram influencer shoutouts. I use that for the first month, and I continue them, but I only use shoutouts for the first 30 days, usually, okay? Unless you're getting a lot of traffic and volume, then you can always like go shorter and stuff like that. Hold on, there's another car coming. I hate talking to cameras when there's other people around. I don't know why, I just need to get over that fear. Or not, it's not even a fear, but like it's just like a weird feeling, like talking to like a screen. Okay, what was I gonna say? Oh man, I just lost my fucking train of thought. Oh yeah, okay, your funnel. All right, this is what influencer shoutouts, okay? Those shoutouts that you find via your competitors or those marketing outlets, those influencers you find on Instagram, you're gonna buy shoutouts from them, okay? And experiment with those, right? Again, it's all about patience and experimentation. You got to experiment with dropshipping. That's all it is. It's about experimentation, okay? You're gonna buy these shoutouts. You're gonna have your Facebook pixel on your website collecting data this whole time for the entire month before you actually scale with paid ads. You buy shoutouts with your Facebook pixel already collecting data, right? Eventually, after that month time or however long you're doing it, like that data is going to build up. You'll be able to create lookalike audiences and scale from that, okay? That's what I say. I use paid ads to scale my sites. I use influ shoutouts to collect all the data that I want and build up my Instagram pages and stuff like that for that social proof, okay? So I use shoutouts. From those shoutouts, you want a good quality picture. Again, I don't slap a bunch of text on my shoutouts, okay guys? I see a lot of you guys do that, especially when I do like mentoring or consulting or something like that. A lot of you guys will show me your shoutouts and it's just a bunch of text, and that's not good, guys. Instagram is such a visual platform that you don't want to be slapping text on. Like, you see gorgeous photography on Instagram, you see like all these nice pictures on Instagram, you want to keep that flow there. You don't want to interrupt someone's feed by having some nasty ass text on a pixelated image, right? So you want a really good quality image picture of your product, all right? That image is supposed to sell users, like sell them on looking at the caption. That's supposed to be like, it's supposed to get their attention, be like, oh shit, what is it? Like, what the fuck is that, right? That is gonna sell them on the caption down below. From the caption, you want that to, you know, include your Instagram handle, stuff like that, to drive them to your Instagram business page, right? Because you can't have links in your caption, so you can't drive them straight to your website. You gotta drive them to your Instagram page, and from there you can have your website in the little description that they can click on and proceed to your website from there. Or if you buy, you know, website space on an influencer, you can have them direct to the influencer's page and have your website be in their bio. Oh, there's more bikers coming, dog. What's up? How you doing? Yep, dandy. Okay. Oh man, I gotta be somewhere at 6 and it's 5:30. Guys, I haven't even showered today, guys. I woke up super late because I stayed up to like 5 in the morning. Now there's someone. Why is everyone looking at me, man? Why is this road so crowded? I literally drove here because it was the middle of nowhere. All right, yeah, so your funnel, guys. So the funnel for Instagram is like this. Shout out, all right, from an influencer. From there, it goes, you need to drive traffic to that caption for the influencers, right? Because they're going through their feed. You need that picture to get their attention so they look at the caption. From the caption, you gotta plug your Instagram handle or username, you know, the at username, like the handle, okay? You gotta plug that so that they click through to that to your business Instagram page. From there, again, you want your business page to look good, like look like it's actually like good, right? So you want to have at least minimum 9 posts, so it fills up the phone feed, like when people are scrolling on their phone, like they see at least 9. And then you don't want to have like no followers, guys, because again, social proof. If someone goes to your website and they see you have nothing, they're gonna assume that no one knows about your shit and that you're not popular and not good at it, right? So again, the funnel goes from the caption to your Instagram business page, from your Instagram business page, they click the link to your website, and from the website they get to your site, all right? And again, I usually keep my sites also very, very visual because I'm driving traffic from Instagram, and Instagram's already a very visual platform. So I keep that, you know, as visual as I can, just to decrease bounce rate and keep people on the site, because it's already a visual platform. They don't feel like they're moving into like a whole different, you know, or they're moving to like an alien environment, okay? So that's the second reason, guys. Like, you got to know what your funnel is going to look like in your process for that, okay? Now, the third reason is experimentation, all right? A lot of you guys start off dropshipping, and it's really easy to get into dropshipping, right? So a lot of you guys start off and you expect results right away, and that's not always the case, right? Obviously, like, you can, again, if you use your trial properly and you do all the marketing research beforehand, the day you go live, the day Shopify takes your money, you can be making money, you can be profitable, okay? That's why I gave you those 2 reasons, because that's how you can be profitable right from launch. But you got to experiment, guys, and that goes into anything, right? I'm not being like cliche, like, oh yeah, you got to experiment. Okay, that's not exactly it. You need to experiment with everything, okay? Whether that be the shout out, like the ad copy you use for your shout out, like your caption, okay, the images you use for shout outs, how you're like angling your brand, right? Do you want to give major discounts on all your products so it seems like you're like selling these goods like really cheaply, or do you want to perceive your brand as a little bit higher end but still selling affordable goods? How are you gonna leverage that? Like, how are you gonna angle that on your shoutouts, right? Are you gonna give discounts on your shoutouts? Are you just gonna straight up say the price to drive traffic so that people that do hit your site, they already know the price of the product, so there's no sticker shock or anything like that, right? And you got to experiment with all this small stuff and tweaking and everything like that to get your numbers down. Like, again, dropshipping, it's a numbers game, and once you know your numbers, you can do really well. It's just the hard part is finding out those numbers and finding out what works for your site and how your branding is like perceived, right? Or how your company is perceived. And so that goes into like all of like the experimentation type stuff. Again, like not even just the marketing side of things. Yeah, marketing is very important, because if you can't get eyeballs to your site, there's no money being made on your website, right? But then in terms of your website, you got to experiment as well. Like, I'm not gonna say like, oh yeah, change your header of your website to blue and that'll double your like conversions. Like, I wish that would work. That's not the case, guys. But again, you got to tweak, right? If you like just how you want to perceive your brand, there are certain colors that'll look better, I guess, for different types of brand. Like if you're trying to be luxury, if you're trying to be cheap, if you're trying to be affordable, if you're trying to be like a one-stop shop for discounts, like everything like that, right? There's different ways to angle your brand and how you want to market that, and you just got to stick to it. You can't be all over the place trying to do everything with one site, because then people like become aware of that, and they're like, wait, they're trying to sell luxury goods, but they're selling, you know, a $1 bracelet over here. Like that doesn't work, right? So that's what you got to do. And yeah, guys, those are the 3 main reasons. That was the video. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. I respond to everyone's comments on every single video, so comment.